this is Iceland Quinn, and today we are playing Sniper Elite 4. This is part of a, ongoing campaign, maybe a series so far, but there will also be a co-op series I'll be doing later, so it'll sort of be mixed in.
1943. A world at war. A world in turmoil. We'd closed the trap on Hitler's North Africa campaign. But what next? Churchill urged an Allied invasion of Italy. Called the Mediterranean the soft underbelly of the crocodile. The Americans took some convincing, but Winston won them over. General Dwight D. Eisenhower, Allied Commander-in-Chief, is masterminding the entire Mediterranean strategy. As for me, I'm headed for San Celini, a secluded island to Italy's southwest.
Well, I'm just playing around with my audio here in this cutscene.
We've been losing ships in the area. British intelligence thinks the Luftwaffe's presence on San Celini might explain why. The Royal Navy dispatched a captured Italian freighter, the Orchidia, to investigate. She was equipped with the very latest radio interception equipment. The intelligence she gathered confirmed our worst fears. The Nazis have a new wonder weapon. Survivors from the destroyed ships have talked about a new kind of missile.
Ignore that.
Radio controlled from the plane that launched them. These rockets can track our ships with lethal accuracy. The Orchidia's job was to monitor Luftwaffe radio transmissions and find out what the Germans are up to. Even if that meant making the ultimate sacrifice. Now we need to know what the Nazis are planning, and how we can stop them. A member of the Luftwaffe's top brass is on the island. General Tobias Schmidt. It's no secret Hitler thinks highly of him. Schmidt would never let himself be taken alive. And he'd never betray his beloved Führer. But he might just be carrying some information we can use. My mission? Kill Schmidt. Kill all high-ranking officers. And get the hell out.
I think that pretty much translates to kill everyone on the island as well.
Need to make sure those men didn't die in vain. Need to find out all I can about the new rocket.
I do have most of the starter guide tutorial turned off. And I do apparently have this camo skin for the Springfield rifle. If you've not played the other Sniper Elite games in the World War II series, this one is very different. It is, you could say, open world. Take a look at the map here. That is, you have full freedom to go over this entire island versus just the corridor style play that they used to do in the prior ones. In fact, I was thinking about running a little bit of Sniper 3 Elite just as comparison. I think it was the best in the series until this one, to be quite honest, because this one truly is open world, and you can play it co-op, as I'll be doing in the series, and you know, the second player can go anywhere he or she likes at the same time, which makes it, you know, very good. Why am I creeping around here? I don't know. There are still some things I'm not particularly fond of. I like the contextual climb and drop, all that stuff. Not particularly fond. Oh, I need to be quiet. Of the hopping animation. See if I can. I'm supposed to be able to kill him here. There we go. Well, let's search his body while we've got him. Yeah, my pop guard just dropped
Can't
down.
find anything else.
So, this hop isn't bad, but there's a couple jumps that, you know, they could have orchestrated a little bit better. Those are really, really nitpicky complaints when you're complaining about the figure behavior in the game, to be quite honest. There's a nice unlocked tree. I have some cash I've earned from playing it before this, but I've restarted here. So I do have an idea of some things, although because it is sort of open, I didn't follow most of the plot intentionally because I was planning on doing some live gameplay and video series.
I'll have to jump it.
Here's one of the early jumping things I was talking about. We'll take out the binoculars to see if we can spot anyone. I have it set to normal right now, and I think normal has auto-targeting. This game, you have different settings. It takes gravity, and I believe I read the Corellis effect. That's the rotation of the planet. It seems a little bit too complex for the game, but maybe it does. There's something to mark. Looks like there's a guy to mark. But it definitely takes gravity and range into account. There we go. And apparently the binoculars know a lot about a person. Raymond Festermacher, terrified of being captured by the Allies. See, these are super binoculars, not just your average pair of binoculars. What's this thing here? Just right cameras. I can't see those yet. Those are on the other side of the mountain. But with it set to normal, apparently auto aim kicks in, so it'll give you a red marker. So you don't really have to adjust on your own or guesstimate on your own. Now, you don't have a spotter, and jump. You don't really have the fine-tuned calculations on your scope to calculate for range and gravity. You can adjust range on your gun. So I'll probably turn off the auto aim. Well, I guess it's aim assist is what it is. Later and see how many targets I can actually miss. But for now, I think it's obviously intended on normal.
The only way is up.
But I believe you can critique it a bit and turn that off. I didn't do that. I believe the demo has me shoot that while there's a guy under it. You see, there's where the little red dot comes in for the auto aim. Was he under it? Sort of was. That's an environmental kill there. Wasn't particularly quiet. I might move a little bit too slowly for my own good, and then too quickly when I'm jabbering. So, but overall, I think it is a far better game than even 3. And I thought 3 was very good. But as far as sniper games go, you know, there's only so much I guess you can do with them. This one is very open, gives you a lot of
grabbed everything useful.
possibilities, and a lot of weapons to go through, and a lot of replayability. And of course there are hidden things to pick up in the game. I'm always pretty bad about doing those things. A crate, guess we can empty. It seems like the lighting effects in games are becoming so good that they really need to give you sunglasses that work in the game. Because if I were actually out here with all my sniping equipment prepared to do all this, I would at least want something to protect my vision if I had to look into the light. So we can move along here now. Anybody up top? Appears not. Nothing here. This would be where they're telling us to use the prone button in the tutorial. I did turn that off because I know the most of what I should be doing anyhow, and it just slows down the video. I'm trying not to make them too lengthy, but get as much in as I can.
That tower looks like a good vantage point.
Even with the tutorial off, there is a fair amount of time before you actually can get into the meat of the game. Because you're still technically doing the tutorial. Oh, I'm going to get myself spotted here if I keep jabbering. I can use that rifle there. This is telling us about sound and binoculars, I think.
What's with the camera?
Everyone up here. You can also mark the explosives. Sort of over-marking them there, aren't I? There we go. We can drop that on this guy here. Oh, is that an officer?
Whoa.
Yep.
Hey there, fella.
Honestly,
you're on my target list.
The last time when I got to this far, I don't think the officer was there. Or if he was, I didn't see him. A moving vehicle. I could have killed someone in that vehicle. There's a guy right there. Probably a truck there. Who else we got prowling around out here? Shame all those guys left the area of the truck. If I would have fired quickly enough, I could have killed them all with the truck. And that's probably enough snooping around with binoculars right now. I'll mark that. Maybe I can't. Maybe that's not explosive. Oh, there's two more down here. The camouflage does work in the game, although I guess it's sort of self-defeating if you're using the binoculars to mark everything. Okay, what we'll try is this shot over here next time the plane comes through. Since he's far off, and kill him with the environment. He's 190 meters. I think you can. There we go. It's 100, 200. There we go. I'm going to take advantage of that sound cover. Although that should make a lot of noise. Let's see if I got sound masking. Long distance. Yep, sound mask. Turn the range down here a bit. So we could blow up the gas tank, which would blow up the truck. That would kill anyone else or not. The other thing is they do have to triangulate their well, they did hear me, or they found the dead body. I don't know which. They didn't find the dead body, so They still have to triangulate the sound even if you do fire from the location. So you just have to not stay in one location too long. This could be a very long game or video if I have to wait for the plane to come by every time. I don't have to go for environmental, but that would pull them all in close. I don't really have to wait for the plane. I'm talking myself out of covering that shot. But if I blow up the gas and the truck and the guy and the camera, I've done it all at once. I don't know that another plane is coming. I mean, it's sort of synced into the game. I don't think it's random. I know later in the game they come a little bit more frequently. Sound like one was coming there. Sit back here. I'll actually go ahead and grab this guy. Now watch me miss my chance to shoot as a plane comes by. This one has a little bit more bounce to it. Alright, well, let's just shoot it. Kill cam there. Play collateral casualty cam. I'm going to pick up my other gun now. We can get a few more of them before they actually notice us. Guy's sort of hidden there. Let's see if we can shoot him about right. No, we're going around breath first, aren't we? I was going for the testicle cam that they brag so much about. They spotted me now. See if we can get an eye shot there. And after relocating. Nope. Dropped a little bit, so it's a jaw shot. Okay, let's relocate here. I don't know that we have many options once we're out here. So I might have given away myself too quickly. Apparently they lost me. Oh. They spotted me. Let's switch over to the well rod. I don't know where he is. I can't see him. He sees my last location. So. This gun, they changed quite a bit from the last game. Well, okay, I'll get myself killed if I'm not careful. Okay, let's switch over to a bigger gun. I actually can't see anything. That's not working out, is it? He's still alive, right? Here. He's shooting me. Where is this guy? hiding over here? Yeah, you know, normally I wouldn't do all that shooting, but well, had to for the sake of the video. So now I've got myself in this little corner. So from now on in the future, we'll play it a little bit smarter instead of just shooting at everyone when we're locked up in the very open corner of the game. But it does give you an idea of how the mechanics work for searching. Very similar to the last one. And of course, you know, the classic complaint behind such games is that you know, the enemy forgets about you too quickly. But honestly, if you had to hide for days, it wouldn't be quite as entertaining, I guess. So. I was just saying about the well rod, it does take a few shots. And its range is pretty short. This guy climb over that opening? I guess he did. We'll be needing some bandages here.
Nothing else.
I don't know if I have that guy marked, actually. No, I do. He was conscripted in 1941. These are some powerful binoculars. They can see right into your past. How close am I to this guy here? Can he see my shadow? I can hear him walking. Oh, he's right there. Okay, not the brightest guy that there is. But maybe I'm that sneaky that I'm shooting you point blank. You still don't see me.
This will come in very useful.
Whatever it is, it will be useful. You can set up booby traps. Should I put a booby trap on this guy? Because it looks like they're going the other way now. Have them on alert still. They will stop looking. After a while, if you keep quiet and quit showing up. Here comes a black. Really? Did I miss that? It said sound mask, but I'm not believing that one. Well, all clear. I guess the sound was masked. And I screwed up that last shot. Well, we'll run out there and we'll probably put an end to this first video. I promise not to be so cavalier in the future about wildly shooting and engaging the entire island of Nazis. Hiding up this bush here. Did I get rid of the camera? It looks like I did. You can also walk up and smash it. Well, we'll stay stealthy for the rest of the game. Strange tone there, making me wonder if I was spotted, but I guess not. Well, this is the opening of the game. I think just at this part you can see that it's far more open. than the prior ones, which were technically corridor. If you haven't played the corridor ones, like I said, I might put a little bit of first couple scenarios from 3 up as comparison. But trust me, this is far more open. Even the first couple scenarios, you had narrow path, you'd walk down, stay in that path, get behind a couple things. This, you do have the flexibility to go over the entire island. I think that works out quite well. So, thanks for watching. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to leave them. You can always follow me on Twitter is Quinn Eisen, not Eisen Quinn, but Quinn Eisen, or subscribe here if you like, or catch any of the live broadcasts here or on Twitch. Thanks for watching, and as usual, remember to have a good day.